Hello! In this video, I will walk you through the Pure Predictive Analytics platform. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a good idea of how to navigate around in the platform, how to upload your own data sets, how to enrich features, build models, validate results, and how to deploy your models and make predictions. We will also cover the support and feedback options within the platform. On this screen, simply type in the username and password that you were supplied with at setup and click Sign In. On the left here, you will see a side navigation menu. There are three main sections: Workspaces, Programs, and Users. Workspaces allows you to organize your work. For example, a data scientist may be running various analytic projects for sales, marketing, HR, and IT. They may decide to organize these projects by creating workspaces for each functional area or for a large project that would require multiple predictive programs. Nested within each workspace is your collection of predictive programs. Each program represents an individual research effort. Once a model has been deployed for that program, the program and predictive model are essentially the same thing. In the user screen, you can see all of the users that have access to this account and manage their credentials and user information. To the right of your screen, you will notice this feedback button. This is present on every screen of the application and will help you communicate with our customer support and platform development team. You can use this to submit questions, to log errors or bugs that you might encounter, or to simply give a shout out to our developers for a job well done. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started. To start a new predictive program, simply click on Programs. This will bring up a table of all the programs that you or others in your workgroup have created. Again, your account can have as many workspaces and programs as you wish. It's really up to you how you organize it. If I were working on a loan default risk model for a bank, I would call the workspace Loan Default Risk, since that is the specific project that this workspace will focus on. You will want to be sure that the name of your workspace does not include any symbols or special characters. The platform generally requires numbers and letters for workspace names, though they may include underscores, hyphens, periods, or spaces. Let's create a new program and scroll over and click Add New Program. As you create more workspaces, you will be able to open this drop-down and select which workspace you would like your program to belong to. Whenever you want to create a new workspace, just type the name in this bar. Let's name today's workspace Recurrence Model. This is where we name our new program. Today, let's call it Program 1. The description helps to distinguish this program from others we may create after our initial exploration through hypothesis space. Let's just put First Test. Now click Create. Now that the program has been created, let's upload the data we want to train. Simply click on the black button named Add Data File. A dialog box will pop up and you can simply navigate to a local directory and select the training file that you would like to use. You'll notice that there is a drop-down option for missing values. Pure Predictive has a standard library of expected missing values, including null, NA, and blank spaces. However, if your data set has missing values that you don't see here, you can add it in this dialog box. This will ensure that strings used as missing value masks are typed accurately. If you forget to add a mask here, you will have another chance after the data is uploaded. If your data is particularly large, 1.5 gigs or more, you may need to refresh and retry. If the problem persists, contact our customer support team at support@purepredictive.com or just use this feedback button in the UI. Once you're done, click Upload. Notice how the Pure Predictive platform automatically recognizes the data types and gathers various statistics about your data. Next, you will define the label you wish to train your model on. Having selected the label, the platform will perform a correlation analysis on every feature in your data. As a side note, the feature you use as your label must be binary with a 0 or a 1 and have no missing values. You can review the data that has been uploaded and automatically typed by clicking on Verify Data Types. Here you can see the data, its type, the most frequently appearing values in the feature, the value distributions as they correspond to the label. If you need to make any changes to the data types, use the drop-down menu. If you do make a change, the platform will re-verify the dataset before proceeding on to enrichment. Here is where you can also configure missing value masks that you may have missed previously. Enrichment is a very powerful step that is used to ensure that every ounce of predictive power is squeezed out of the data that we are using to train our models. By applying various transformations, new features are added to the data. Common transformations or calculations are provided for location and date features that would otherwise require you to write custom code and/or integrate external data stores. If your dataset lacks geospatial or temporal features, there will not be any enrichers available for you at this time. Once enrichment has been completed, you can review its findings and automatically add those insights to your training dataset. If necessary, you can exclude features that you think are not needed while training your model. As noted at the top of the page, enrichment may take some time. You're free to navigate away and return once enrichment has completed. With enrichment completed, you are ready to train. Simply click on the Train button. Training can take a few minutes, so please feel free to navigate away from the training application and review other programs on your program page. Or you can simply let the machines in the cloud run and watch the insights as they come pouring in. As each task in the training run completes, the Pure Predictive platform will let you know what it is discovering. It is important to mention that some larger datasets can take up to 30 minutes or an hour to complete training. The Pure Predictive platform evaluates thousands of models in a matter of minutes, depending on the size of the data that you are training. In this case, it goes through 9,491 models in about 45 seconds. The best performing task will be in green. Completed tasks will be in blue. Tasks that are being worked on will be in yellow, and tasks that are on deck will be in black. While the models complete, you can validate their performance by simply clicking on these arrows to see their ROC graph, confusion matrix, and various accuracy statistics like sensitivity and specificity. The cards will automatically rearrange themselves, putting the top performing model in the top left corner. Also, you can check the progress here on the right and get insight to the best accuracy and the best AUC results of all the models trained in real time. We can now move on to the validation step, where you'll be able to see which individual tasks performed the best, including ensembled models. Because of the vast amount of data being visualized, it can take a minute for this graph to load. Selecting a model on the left removes it from the graph. The models are ordered by the best AUC. You can click on Select Model and get more detail on individual models. Here you can see a confusion matrix that shows the rates of the true and false positives and negatives. You can also explore the ROC graph and important variables that were used in the model. It looks like the model 14 had the best results. This is a very powerful ensemble model and typically will be the best performing model in the current factory configuration. Don't worry if model 14 ends up at the top of most of your analyses. Now let's go ahead and deploy that model and run the prediction dataset through it. By the way, you can change the cutoff value here if you have specific requirements for sensitivity and specificity. By default, it is set for the best overall accuracy. To deploy the program, select the model you think best fits your needs, and then click Deploy, and that's it. Uploading the prediction data is the same as uploading the training data. Once you have uploaded the data, the predictive web service will run through your deployed model and then will return your predictions in a CSV, or you can view them in the web application. There are 3 different kinds of predictions. Predict simply scores a file. Validate would be used if you have a holdout set. In this data set, you would include the outcome. We will compare our predictions to this outcome to see how well we did. Compare would be used if you already have a predictive model in place and you would like to see how the pure predictive model stacks up against it. In this case, your predictive data would include both a known outcome and the scores from your known predictive model. Here is where you would view the results in the web application. You see this is the ID, here's the prediction, our confidence, and the reason codes. This is where you can download the CSV. You can open a file in Excel or any application. And that's it. You've now successfully uploaded, verified, enriched, trained, validated, and deployed your first predictive model. You have also been able to predict on that model and view your results. As you are using the platform, you may come across something that strikes you as odd, or you may want to perform a certain task but are unable to make it happen. Simply click on the feedback link on the right and send us your problem, and we will gladly investigate the issue and respond promptly with an answer or solution. Overall, we want to hear what you think. What were you able to accomplish with the platform? What would make this product better? We're eager to hear from you. Thank you for watching this short Getting Started video, and have fun building your own ensembles with the Pure Predictive platform.